welcome you back, fans, to the arena where we still are trying as announcers up here to sort all this out. Ric Flair with the press. Charles Robinson made the call. I still think Ric Flair said, yes, I give up, and Charles Robinson said no. I still believe that. Eric Bischoff came out, reversed the decision, and awarded it to Piper. Now, you're like me, you're out there thinking, who's got the stroke here? Who can override home? Who can make the call? We will try to, as best we can, sort this out and get on with these two remaining main event matches here at Slamboree.
What a strange, confusing situation that was. Whose decision stands?
Well,
that's the question.
Let me say this, as Sting awaits one of the biggest battles he's ever had to endure, I don't think there's any question we all know by being WCW employees that even though Eric Bischoff had been out of the scene and lost to Ric Flair, was no longer president, that he still was very much involved and politically tied in to pro wrestling and WCW. He did not go away. And he came out and made a bold statement. A few minutes ago, Piper walks out with his hand raised. The questions continue to ring out. And as they do, one of the biggest questions of the night is who's going to win, Sting or Goldberg? You can break down the questions even further. Can Sting survive a spear and a jackhammer? Can Goldberg come out of a scorpion death drop or a scorpion death lock? Or, if you throw all those great moves out, will it be somebody else?
Remember, this was the match that was made by Ric Flair, and we all believe in an effort to separate what would be an incredibly lethal combination together. Flair has them on opposite sides of the ring, and that's the way he wants it to maintain control. But that situation's still up in the air. Who has the final say?
I don't know. Hard to tell.
You can just feel the intensity and the excitement from the fans standing, mounting, pressing to the ring for this main event.
Letting each other know how much they respect each other.
You have to, if you're an athlete in WCW, have an immense amount of respect for both men. Some may not say it, some may not try to show it, but they all got it for Goldberg and they've got it for Sting. Think of what these two men have meant to professional wrestling in the 1990s. And as we head towards the millennium, what they're going to mean to WCW in the year 2000 and beyond. First blow struck by Goldberg. Second blow by Goldberg. Nope. Yes, Sting tried to hook the arm and drag him over, but Goldberg just held his ground.
He's so powerful, so tough.
It's so hard to get off his feet. Now Goldberg's...
You can see it starting to build here. He's getting ready.
And Sting gets back up and then goes way down.
Goldberg fired up in the early going, using that raw power to take Sting up and over the top rope and down to the floor, and an opportunity now for Sting to regroup.
He's favoring that right shoulder. He could have hurt it.
And Goldberg's got the momentum going his way. He is absolutely unstoppable. We've seen it so many times.
And he feeds off it. He knows when it's going his way.
Oh yeah, everybody knows.
He adapts to it.
Sting is doing a darn good job of buying some time here to slow that momentum down. And as Goldberg had things going his way, Sting got to the floor and then walked it off. Sting and Goldberg again. Goldberg, knee to the gut. Shoots Sting in, who ducked the foot. Drop kick and great extension of the legs to the jaw. Sting waiting. Goldberg over to the floor. But he landed on his feet.
And he stands there and looks
the age of the new athlete, and Goldberg represents that. The athlete, when you hit him with the move that you know best, seems to just speed off it as you shed brain and come back at you. Impervious to pain, indestructible.
Of course, both of these men, former world heavyweight champions. No title at stake in this match, but you can just feel it in the crowd. The intensity would be equal or sometimes even more than a championship match between these two.
Look at Goldberg's left knee. He's got that pretty well braced up.
Goldberg just hooked Sting. There's too much cross-arm breaker applied. Submission hold here. Sting trying to maneuver out of it. Goldberg does not have the legs across the chest or the body. So maybe the leverage is not as good as he'd like it. And Sting did a good job of fighting away from it that time, guys.
Well, Sting trying to kick out of the move. It might be better if Sting were trying to roll over and connect both of his hands to break that arm breaker, but he's able to turn it around on Goldberg.
He didn't roll over and to his front side, and there's the rope, so Goldberg gives the break. Sting, it seemed like, got some momentum back, and Goldberg just stopped it in midstream. I don't think there's been anybody like Goldberg in our sport where you have to just readjust, adjust, and readjust again your strategy as it's going on.
You know, that's true. A lot of men you can see wrestle come down the pike, and you know how to adapt to them. Goldberg changes all the time.
Sting with a great series of moves that time. First to the midsection, then to the head. Sting walks around and then rethinks the strategy. He'll pick him up and send him in again. Goldberg across the top. Sting with the knee.
Oh.
You talked about it moments ago. Sting saw it as well, Brain. The knee with a brace on it. Sting went right to the attack.
Oh.
Then drops down with all of his weight directly onto the knee of Goldberg. Oh, and again.
Well, they say who's next? It may be Goldberg.
Sting showing us, as many wrestlers have done, that there's much more to superstars than just raw physical ability. There's great strategy, great thinking done in the ring.
Oh, look at him bend him. It's like a bow and arrow.
But look at Goldberg's pure strength in his legs, able to break the hold.
Even with one bad wheel.
He can push him off without having really to use that knee, just using the hips.
The veteran Sting is taking advantage of every opportunity.
In a short span, we've seen some amazing moves.
And we've really seen the momentum of this match switch back and forth in the early stages. But Sting seems to have maintained control now after working over the knee of Goldberg.
How long will that control last is one of the questions that's happened throughout the months, the short months that Goldberg's been in our sport. We've seen guys get Goldberg down, get the momentum going their way, but it's never been for any lengthy period of time. However, Sting smartly went to that knee, as you see, braced up. That turned things around. Let's see what Goldberg can do to counteract it all.
I think Goldberg's hurt.
I know you're right.
And one would also think that the longer this match goes, that the edge would go to the more experienced wrestler, Sting, the wrestler that's been out there in longer matches throughout his career.
It's always seemed to help Sting. That did not work at all. Goldberg gets up from the dead and drives Sting down.
He's still alive.
1, 2, no.
And there's still plenty of life in the legs of Sting as he quickly kicks out at 2.
Sting's endurance has been one of the things that's made him a true superstar in this sport. Goldberg snaps on a swinging neck break in a hurry, showing his speed and acceleration of moves that time.
Favoring that left leg, though, as he gets up slowly.
Just lays on him, and not a bad attempt that time. If the leg gives out, you're close enough, try to make a pin.
Go for it.
Goldberg standing, trying to shut out the pain, kicks him with that leg, shoots him in with authority, runs, and luckily hit the turnbuckle pad before he connected with the ring post on the outside.
He was going for the spear there.
And Sting sees an opening and walks right through the door.
There's still a lot left in Goldberg. He's getting up.
Sting just hit the clothesline off the top rope to perfection.
He's going to try to do it again. He didn't get the first one good. Not much acceleration, but plenty on the second one.
He got that one good.
Maybe another one.
Speared him in midair.
Goldberg whacked him.
What a move. Speared the Stinger in midair.
And both men are down. Mandatory 10 count from Bret Hart with a chair.
I thought he was gone.
Hey, he quit this company. What's he doing here?
He has no business here, you're right. He's not even with us.
On that leg.
Oh, no.
Damaged knee.
He's going to destroy that knee.
Remember the last time we saw him, it was in Toronto when he wore that steel chest protector against Goldberg, and now he's using the steel chair.
The bell is sounded to throw this thing out.
Well, like the last time we heard him talk, Bret Hart said he could beat Goldberg in 5 minutes. No trouble.
Is this what this is all about? Beating him in 5 minutes with the chair? We've got some wrestlers coming out.
Bret Hart, well, look at that, Scott Steiner.
And Rick Steiner.
The Steiners.
They're back, and they're winning on Sting.
Boy, if the Steiners are back together, nobody can beat that team.
And they're stomping on Goldberg as well.
They're attacking both franchise members of World Championship Wrestling.
The match thrown out. Is this what Bret Hart means by not showing him enough respect? Not using him enough? Bret Hart's actions, inexcusable here. And the same thing can be said about the Steiners right now. So easy to attack a man who've had a match like this when they're down.
But Tony, sometimes a man or men have to do what they have to do at the time.
Obviously, the Steiners want to make a bold statement about tonight, that they are back together, and they wanted to use Sting and Goldberg, their match, their aftermath, as their forum, as their platform.
Oh, they've sent that message loud and clear.
Look at Goldberg. He's still fighting. He's trying to get up.
We're going to try to clean this all up.